Now's a good time to remember where tequila's story truly began. In 1795, Cuervo invented tequila.
Cuervo.
What are you doing here?
Cuervo. Anytime someone says Cuervo, I show up.
Well, I do know that to be true, but even during ad reads, like...
Cuervo.
I think he could lay out, especially for one of our great partners.
Sweet, delicious Cuervo.
Since then, Cuervo has stayed true to its roots. The same family, the same land, the same passion.
Cuervo.
So, enjoy the tequila that started it all. Cuervo.
Cuervo.
The tequila that invented tequila. Proximo. Cuervo.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cuervo.
Black Friday savings are here at the Home Depot, which means it's time to add new cordless power to your collection. Right now, when you buy a select battery kit from one of our top brands like Ryobi or Milwaukee, you'll get a select tool from that same brand for free. Click into one of our best deals of the season and stock up on tools for all your upcoming projects. Get Black Friday savings happening now at the Home Depot. Limit 1 per transaction. Exclusions apply. Full eligible tool list in-store and online.
At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew, which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This is the Dan Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
We learn all sorts of stuff we did not know on South Beach Sessions, and this week Chuck Todd is on the show, and I did not realize that he's somebody who just loves to gamble. He is a gambler, a big gambler. He also fancies himself a cook and has taken the challenge of will cook against Greg Cody if Greg Cody is willing to unretire, because he's been complaining that all our cooking competitions are fixed,
right,
and that he's never won one, even though he is a very good cook and he cares about it. And I will say it honestly, he's great at cooking, but he's lost all the cooking competitions around here. And
Chuck Todd, that's fun.
Roy didn't want a rematch, but Chuck Todd says he makes a good turkey. Let's play one clip. Did you guys didn't know he was a gambler though, right? Like,
no.
But he's got a rule when it comes to gambling that I did not know.
I will say this, I never gamble on Miami games because I don't want to be doubly disappointed.
Really? Okay.
I never gamble on Hurricane games, and I refuse to do it. Will never do it, no matter how tempting, no matter how confident I am and how poorly our coach will cover spreads or anything like that. But I won't gamble on Miami. I wish I had. That's
the only one, though? That's your only sacred cow, the University of Miami?
Only sacred cow.
The only one?
Yeah, the only sacred cow.
Lest you think it's a bit with Mike Ryan, he just whispered in my ear annoyingly. I couldn't even hear what was happening that Chuck Todd was saying, because he's like, Miami 7-5 against the spread, Notre Dame 6-6.
And also, I know why Dan likes Texas Tech so much, because they're 11-1 against the spread. That's his team. That's his team.
Crush everybody.
I love my moneymakers too.
Can't wait for BYU to beat them.
I think the only one is when they were playing with their backup quarterback. I think that's the only time. I mean, they've been beating everybody else up.
What if BYU wins, Alabama loses, and then Miami gets in over Alabama? Boom.
I don't think that's happening.
If Alabama loses a close game, they're still going to get in. I heard Colin Cowherd say yesterday that Alabama's victory at Athens is worth 3 victories. And I think we should just make it up like that, because we're already making it up.
We'd all
like
agree
that.
on 2.
Notre Dame fans have reason to be upset. There was nothing more confounding than hearing Hunter Yurachek say, like, that win at 5-7 Auburn, that was really impressive, how they went for it on 4th down over there. Last year, Miami, it was held against them, and I agree that they were in these close games against lesser competition. Alabama hasn't played good football for a month. They're just getting it over the line, needing trick plays and ballsy decisions.
A lot of 4th downs. They've been saved by 2 4th down plays.
And anytime Coleman touched
year.
a football in that game, it was a disaster.
So did we.
I don't understand. Like, what? Like, because they barely beat 5-7 Auburn, now we're moving them up?
Jeremy, the floor is yours. Mike, don't interrupt him. You've been frustrated for about 10 straight days because you can't get a word in around Mike's elbows and teeth and general obnoxiousness.
Well, the "so did we" soundbite says everything I need to. Like, it's just that, and that as well. That's how I feel listening to all of this, because the same arguments that get made on behalf of Miami don't apply to anybody else, and it's understandable. I have done the same thing, except, of course, when I've argued, it's been because my team's won all of their games and not dropped 2 of them. It is for BYU is the one that's really getting to me, because the whole argument for everyone over the last decade when it comes to the college football playoff is like, well, you're not part of the Power 5, so you don't matter. And now you have a team that worked their way to become a part of that conference, that only has 1 loss and earned their way to their conference championship, and is being told, hey, if you lose to the team that we already saw you lose to, we know who you are. You're not as good as that team that is one of the top 4 teams in the country. If you lose to them again, well, that's it. You're gone for a team that didn't make it to their conference championship, because 7-5 Duke could. And Notre Dame doesn't play in a conference. Like, there's all of these examples. It's upsetting. It's the process. Everyone's upset with the process, whether you end up benefiting from it or you're the team left out. So at this point, I'm just exhausted by it.
Mike, everyone is, the audience as well. Mike, do you have a rebuttal?
I wasn't listening.
Yep.
One of the things I do believe I can get the audience attention with, even though it is something that really does mess with me to see what's become of sports journalism content, because today Pablo Torre finds out again, has another story. It's Epstein file related, though it's not the Epstein news.
I saw clips of that last night. Whoa.
Yeah, Pablo does it again today with something that came out at 5 o'clock yesterday, and I urge you to watch it and listen to it because it is very thorough. But as I see Pablo doing this incredible journalism, I myself feel guilty that I'm more interested in Giannis all of a sudden blocking the Milwaukee Bucks on social media, which is now telegraphing, this is the move now. When you do this on social media, you are passive-aggressively telling everyone I am done with my team. He is now telling his 16 million followers that he has unfollowed the Bucks. The Bucks are pretty bad this year. He's been good. They're still bad. My guess is that he wants to be playing somewhere else and that time has run out for the Milwaukee Bucks. That Miles Turner acquisition isn't going to keep him here any more than that Shabazz Napier draft pick is keeping LeBron James in Miami in 2014.
It's starting, Dan. Coming up mid-December is when everyone becomes available to be traded, all right? This is not a coincidence, this timing. It's all starting. Last night, I already worked the trade machine. I don't know if anyone else has done that. I already worked the trade machine yesterday for how the Heat, this young, overachieving team with a bunch of assets and positioning themselves to be a major player. If a whale becomes available, it looks like it's all starting.
He's going to become available. That part's obvious, is it not? Milwaukee's not good enough, and he already was tapping his wrist on his wristwatch, telling Milwaukee.
That means it's time. Run out of time.
I mean, they have run out of time. They're not any good. Milwaukee's not.
They're 9-13.
Milwaukee is not a player and a player for the championship, and that fall has been pretty precipitous since they won the championship. I thought in those finals Giannis's career was over. I thought he landed on the court and he destroyed his knee and he would never play again.
Instead, he had one of the all-time greatest finals
That is correct. He won the championship. But since then, it's been nothing but decline, and he's still great. Indisputably great, and anybody would want him. It's been a failure that they have not put around him what it is that he needs to get better.
So what does the trade machine show you?
Well, it's not what the trade machine shows me. It's what I decide to put in the trade machine.
And?
The trade machine is only a mechanism, Greg. Have you ever used the trade machine?
I have, just for laughs.
It's only
I don't believe you.
No, I have.
How does it work?
Yeah.
Yo,
you put in a couple of names and it spits out whether the salaries work and, all that kind of bullshit.
Don't believe it. Barely know how to use the internet. Yeah.
But what you're doing is you're setting up Heat fans to be disappointed again because their track record on getting whales is not great lately.
So now we don't even go after them, is what you're saying.
No.
We should give up on even wanting them.
No, what I'm saying is who can the Heat trade?
Glad you asked.
To get Giannis.
Glad you asked. We'll give you Jovic. That's number one. All right.
Oh, come on.
What?
You got to do better
Just
than
a
that.
starting
Obviously,
point.
Khalil Ware's
Come on.
obviously in the
This
pack.
is
We'll give you Khalil Ware.
Okay.
Yep. You got to give Ware. All right. Got to give something to get something. All right. Jovic, Ware, Hero. He's from Milwaukee.
And Hero?
He's from Milwaukee. They'll
Yes,
like him.
yes.
Got to give something to get something. You got to give Wiggins because you got to make the salaries work.
If I'm giving Hero, I'm not giving Jaime. Not doing it.
I'm not giving Jaime either. It's Hero, Wiggins.
You pick one, Jaime or Hero?
Ware, who was the first one I said? Jovic, and all the draft picks you want.
For what it's worth, if you included all of that, you would need to take some other salary back as well. Probably Kyle Kuzma.
We'd be giving them too much.
That's how much Wiggins makes. Well, it's actually a really good salary considering the type of season he's having. You could include Simone Fontecchio instead of Wiggins, and that gets it done.
Okay.
There are plenty of teams that will be interested in this. I would assume the New York Knicks among them because the Knicks are not good enough. Like that, even
Who are they giving up?
With Karl Anthony Towns.
They would,
have
yeah,
to be
I'd assume that
in
off
there.
The Hawks would be really an interesting place as well because Jalen Daniels seems to be the guy that or Jalen Johnson rather, the guy that they want to
What, did they
build
also
around
trade
from
Young in that
here.
spot?
Well, they would. They would trade Trae Young. They'd probably trade Kristaps Porzingis, a couple of picks. But if you're Milwaukee and you're looking to build around something, it depends on how you value a guy like Trae Young or whatever his salary number is versus a guy like Tyler
Yeah,
Hero
but
and his salary
he's not going to want to go to Atlanta. New
Yeah.
York is going to be interesting to him.
That's
Giannis
the
isn't
point.
going to want to go to Atlanta.
That's the point, right? Because I don't think this is going to be an ugly breakup. So because of what he has done for the franchise, I think his preference is going to play a major role.
Charlie Berens is going to join us, the comedian and / journalist is going to join us. He's got a tour that's rolling through South Florida. He will be here in a few minutes, but I wanted to get Greg Cody's thoughts on an assortment of things, including Mississippi's players saying that Kiffin lied to them, that Lane Kiffin lied to them. I've heard a number of people say over the course of the last few days to justify their outrage that they totally understand why Lane Kiffin would go. They just don't like how he did it. And I'm just curious if there is an actual right way to do that to Mississippi. This may be the worst way, but is there a right way to do that when Mississippi is having its best season ever, is in the playoffs? Is there a right way to leave?
I don't think there is with this timing, but he picked the wrong way by apparently lying about whether or not Ole Miss players wanted him to stay and coach, and now he's leaving a trail of players calling him a liar. We never discussed that. That never came up in our locker room. And now the athletic director basically bouncing him out the door and saying, "Hey, here's the door. Get out of here. We don't want you to coach." That's more explicable right now because apparently that's the truth based on everything that's come out. A bad look for Lane Kiffin. Not the leaving, but the leaving a trail of people going, "What? We never wanted him."
Is there someone who cares less about the look, though?
He turned his back on us. We don't want him coaching our team in the playoffs.
Are you saying that you have a problem because he never actually told the players that he wanted to coach them? I don't know how that would come up in a meeting. He wasn't even allowed to.
He said that in the text when he left.
He did want to coach them. He did want to coach in the CFP. He wasn't allowed to.
But they didn't. The players didn't want him.
But I think, when did Lane say, "These guys want me to coach"? I think is what we're asking.
What
are the players saying that he lied about? Because I really do believe, as I say this, I've really heard so many people do this. So many people. I don't have a problem with him leaving because anybody can understand going to take a better job. I have a problem with the way that he did it. And I just really don't think that there's a way for him to do it that would have been correct with this as the timing.
I think for Lane, this wasn't that bad, given his history. And also, there is a worse way to do it. It's how Nick Saban did it, which is say that you're not leaving. And everybody knew this was always the case with Lane Kiffin. When they hired him, they kind of knew that this day might come. They're just really upset about the timing of it because they're having what might be their greatest season ever as a program.
This time of year, it's a lot. Lights, noise, pumpkin spice, it's everywhere. But one feeling that we are all still chasing is coziness. And Bombas has the socks, slippers, and tees, basically everything to get you there. There's something oddly therapeutic about a fresh pair of socks, and Bombas knows that feeling and builds it into everything they make. Slippers you can melt into, tees that feel just right, comfort that holds up wash after wash. And gifting, Bombas makes that easy too. Your wife, your kid's girlfriend, your neighbor's newborn. your mom's new friend. Yeah, they got socks for them all. They're even stepping up the footwear game. New colors, new styles, fluffy things, suede things. If you got feet, they've got something for you. And the best part, every pair you buy, Bombas donates one to someone experiencing homelessness. Cozy for you, cozy for someone else. I wear Bombas.
I got myself 3 pairs of underwear from Bombas, and they don't ride up, they don't bunch, they are very comfortable, very soft, and enjoyable to wear.
It's cozy season. It's Bombas season. Head over to bombas.com/Dan and use code DAN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/DAN and use code DAN at checkout.
All right, look, it's the holidays again, and people are running around and getting stressed out, and they're asking me, Roy, what should I get? What should I do? Give me some recipes. And every year I tell them the same exact thing. Get meat. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. It's meat. And Omaha Steaks, they deliver the world's best steak experience. USDA certified tender steaks. It tastes like someone actually cares about you. Burgers, steaks, comfort meals. All that stuff makes you go, that'll work. And now during the cyber sale, you can get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo Dan at checkout. I've had Omaha Steaks many times. I've given them out too. People lose their minds. You hand them that box and suddenly they think you're the greatest human alive. 5 generations, same family, 100% guaranteed. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites during the cyber sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Dan at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code DAN at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details.
Thursday Night Football's on, and it's only on Prime Video this week. The Dallas Cowboys take on the Detroit Lions in a new rivalry with lots of heat. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with football's best party, TNF Tonight. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial. It's the Cowboys and the Lions, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
Dan Le Batard.
John, can you rate my Al Pacino from that billiard scene in Carlito's Way if I do it for you? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stugotz.
You think you're Big Tom? Or you're gonna die! Big Tom!
That is on my infamous scale of 1 to 10. That's a 7.6.
Solid.
Good job.
Dan.
Good job. Good job. That's a Suey nominee right there.
Good.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
So there's at least 2 instances here where current players are saying Lane lied to them. This player is named Suntarine Perkins, and he responded to Lane Kiffin's tweet with his statement, where he's talking about, I'm leaving, but I wanted to coach a team, and, the athletic director wouldn't allow me. And he responded to that with, that was not the message you said in the meeting room. Everybody that was in there can vouch on this. And another player, Bryson Sanders, an offensive lineman, he tweeted out to that statement as well, quote, despite the team asking me to keep coaching, end quote. And he responds with, I think everyone that was in that room would disagree.
Right. So it's a bad look for Kiffin from every angle. And the other thing about upward mobility, when he's at an FAU, everybody understands he's taken a step up. He wants out of there, and they justify it. But Ole Miss, coming off the season they just had, that's pretty much that's pretty close to the top. Like, he could have made a career decision saying, I'm where I want to be right now. Look what we've just done. And he didn't. He's still upwardly mobile, still chasing.
And isn't that what we're all doing at work?
And I can see why Ole Miss players are upset.
Yeah, but they're going to feel betrayed just by his leaving. There's no way for them not to be upset. Like him leaving, if we're just talking about James Franklin leaves and takes all his recruits with him, if we're just talking about the coach now matters more than the program, of course they're going to feel betrayed. Coach, I thought we were in this together. I thought we were all doing this. I thought the promise was, Coach, if we tried our hardest, you'd help us win the championship. You'd help us win games till the very end. They're all going to feel betrayed. There's no... How does he go about making them not feel betrayed while betraying them?
by not making his decision until after the playoffs.
No, you can't do that. You can't, because the two teams that you've got the chance with LSU and Florida moving off of the job you want. They can move off of you to another candidate.
But that's where you make a back channel arrangement.
A whisper deal?
I'm sure there are plenty of back channel whispering that was going on here. National Signing Day is today. The decision, your next job and how successful you're going to be in that upward mobility starts today. It's not in a month.
I don't think the players there are accusing him, they are upset that he left and the timing of it. They're accusing him of lying about what took place in their final meeting.
I mean, there was mixed messaging even in those two. I couldn't really follow. Lane wanted to stay. This is a fact. You want to get into his intentions and not trust him? Lane wanted to stay. Now, was it for the kids? Was it for a CFP opportunity? Was it for the money? I don't know that. I'm sure all three of those things happened. But I also understand Ole Miss saying, get the hell out of here.
Once he leaves, it feels like a lie. And all of it, just him leaving is the lie. Regardless, Charlie Berens is here. He's a comedian, best-selling author, and Emmy-winning journalist. He's bringing his Midwest Nice tour to South Florida this weekend. He is currently on the Lost and Found tour. So before I get to everything with him, let's bring him in as a Milwaukee guy. Giannis unfollowing the Bucks on Instagram. Are you prepared? Welcome to the show, Charlie. It's nice to see you. Are you prepared for Giannis leaving you? And will Milwaukee be Midwest nice about this?
Oh, that was just an accident, honestly. Someone just accidentally went to all those channels and deleted that, I'm pretty sure. He's going to be there for a while. Yeah, I'm confident in that. So you guys mark my words right here.
All right, so you're in full-fledged denial right now? You're still thinking, okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I've just been stress eating casseroles ever since, but, that's okay. That's how we handle things.
How is the tour going? Are you enjoying yourself? Do you enjoy the grind and travel of the tour?
I've been having fun with it. I like going to different places. I like getting to the airport early and just watching people run. That's my favorite thing. It's like the most therapeutic thing for me, just watching people run through the airport. And there are some fast people out there. That's what you guys got to remember. This other time I saw this guy practicing his flute in this little cove while people were running past him. I wanted to take a video of it, but I didn't want to disturb the moment. It was beautiful.
It's a good point he brings up. Put it on the poll, please, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Do you enjoy watching people run through the airport in a total
when you're there on time and you just know that they're not? That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. You got to be there on time. Otherwise, it's chaotic. But if you're there on time, it's like sitting at the top of a skyscraper and watching rush hour traffic. There's something peaceful about it. But if you're late, it's a whole different story, and you just resent everybody looking at you as you're racing to get to your airport.
When is the last time you ran through? Have you sprinted through the airport with a bag recently?
2 days ago. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. I resented everybody looking at me. But when I'm not doing it, I'm just enjoying the moment. And that's why you should get to the airport early, guys.
Thank you. Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Is that why you should get to the airport early, guys? I had not realized until reading about you that you were one of 12 children. That sounds like total chaos.
Oh, yeah. Yep. No, I grew up mass produced, and it was a lot of fun, to be honest with you. I mean, the nice thing about when you got that many kids is, you always have someone on your side. You always have allies and enemies, and it changes by the day. But you always have someone to go into a fight with you.
What number were you?
Second oldest. So 2 of 12, 1 of 6.
That's a good spot. That's a good spot. You don't want to be like fourth.
You don't want to be fourth because then you got middle child syndrome. You don't want to be first because that's the guy who gets all the heat, Second, you can kind of slip right under they don't even know you're alive, to be honest with you. And my brother, he got left at his own baptism. He's number 3. So it's not at that point. But
okay, so you're second oldest, so you were there for most of your siblings arriving. Did it ever get to a point where your parents told you, hey, pregnant again? You're like, no, enough of this shit.
Oh, yeah. No, we would do it prayer time every night. We would say, this is how my mom would announce it. She'd go, God bless Andy, Charlie, Billy, Betsy, Maggie, Addie, Mary Kate, John, and when my mom said, and, me and my siblings were just looking at each other like, how are they still doing it? You know, where are they finding the time? Is this why we're in CCD? You know, yeah, you know, it got to a point, but it's all fun now because now the kids are having kids, and Christmas is super fun because you got all these kids around, and they'll distract you from your problems real quick, you know, because they'll just run into a room and just headbutt you right in the pecker, and then you can't think about your own issues, you know.
How does this end up working? Explain to us what is the unknown chaos involved with growing up in a house. You say it was fun with 12 kids.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, there's, first of all, you got your own, like, we had like 2 basketball teams at any given time. You know what I mean? With subs. We had like a full offensive part of a football. I mean, we could play any sport, you know, and my dad had his own construction crew, you know, so we always had work to do. We had sports to play. We had bikes to ride. I mean, and sometimes, you know, someone would bring a bike inside, try to go down the stairs. And then you have entertainment. So it's like an all-in-one thing.
But your family must never have been invited to like other families' houses because, oh, you know, we're inviting the Berens, you know, they got 12 kids.
Yeah, that's a good call because as soon as we get there, we create a whole other party. I mean, you got to think to a different financial level of food that you got to provide. So, you know, we were just non-eaters is kind of how that went. You know, it's like you don't need to feed them. They've been fed. You know, it's like when you bring your cattle over to, you know, the vet's farm and you're like, don't worry, they just got fed. That's a terrible analogy, but it just kind of came out. So it doesn't even make sense. But that's why I got my friends as a farmer. He's like, the hell was that cattle analogy? I don't know. I was riffing. But anyways, we've been fed is what I'm trying to tell you.
Where do you go in America where you feel most like you fit in and least like you fit in as you tour? And have you done much in South Florida?
So, yeah, I mean, speaking of where you least fit in, you guys, Miami Beach, holy smokes, that is way different than South Beach of Lake Michigan. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, you guys do it fun down there. It's great. But yeah, it's a different world, although people are very nice, actually. I've noticed that. So I do like that about that area of the country you're in. But I think most fit. What's that?
He said kick, save, and a beauty. That you said the people were nice.
Which is, all of us looked a little confused.
Right
I was actually upset.
We're not
was nice to him?
Right before you come down here, you just sort of, you were riffing again, and I thought you were going to make another cattle reference.
I hate that people were nice to you.
There was someone that was nice to me, but now that you guys are acting like that, I'm starting to think that maybe they weren't nice. They told me I had nice driving. And so maybe they said like nice driving and I didn't hear, you know, I don't know if I can say what I
asshole at the end.
Okay, you can say asshole. Yeah, nice driving ass. I wasn't sure. I didn't know the rules. I didn't know if this was on the air. You can say ass, but once you add the whole, it's a whole different story.
It is,
so
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, and there is a lot more, you know, plastic surgery down in that neck of the woods, and we don't have much of that up in Wisconsin because, like, you know, when you live somewhere beautiful, you're like, I want to live forever. You know, here we don't get plastic surgery because it's like, you know, honestly, I want to be dead before February. But it's a different kind of thing, you know. But
you don't fit in down here, correct? You don't fit in. Is the answer to my question, or
it didn't sound like a question? It just sounded like a statement. So I'm now hip to how you guys speak, and I've recanted my earlier phrase. So. I don't even know if that word works, but we'll roll with it, you know?
It's the holiday season. Fantasy football probably not going your way like most of America. Your football team, hopefully you're still in the mix. If your college football team is in the mix, congratulations, you've made it this far. Why don't you toast your friends with some Miller Lite at the holiday party? It is a surefire winner. It's a holiday season right now, so why don't you celebrate the 50th anniversary of my favorite beer, Miller Lite. Every time I crack open a Miller Lite, I look around at my friends and family and I think, yeah, this was a right call. It's a taste you know you can depend on, brewed for flavor, with simple ingredients like malted barley, rich balanced toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. And at 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, it lets you enjoy the season without weighing you down. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you.
or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Folks, fuel your game day with the unbeatable crunch of Hampton Farms, the official peanut of bowl season. Perfect for sharing with friends, tailgating outside the stadium, or cheering from the couch. Grab a bag from the produce aisle of your local grocery store and savor the game one peanut at a time. Let's get nutty.
On Fox One, you can stream your favorite live sports so you're there for the biggest moments as they happen. For me, I cannot deal with spoilers, so I need to see it live, especially on college football Saturdays and NFL Sundays. With Fox One, you get it all. NASCAR, the MLB postseason, edge of your seat plays, jaw-dropping moments, and that rush like you're right there in the action. Sports are meant to be watched live, and you can do that with Fox One. Fox One, we live for live, streaming now.
Dan Le Batard.
What is the worst part of the life?
Stugotz.
The worst part of the life of what?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
His new special, Neighborly, is out now. What are you proud of, or what do you like? How would you sell that to our audience as something they need to be watching?
Well, it's a lot better than my driving. It is. And Neighborly, it's all about, we talk about, being from a big family. I go gambling with my grandma. We got stories about that. And, it's about life through a Midwest guy's perspective. So I think anyone can relate to it. There is a little casserole talk in there. I know that'll sell them hard down in the neck of the woods. But, I think you enjoy it. We riff on the whole technology situation with, so if you're in, have some thoughts on the whole AI part of the world, we got a little bit on that. So there's a little bit of some for everyone in there.
Well, go ahead and tell us about gambling with your grandmother.
Oh, it's fantastic, you guys. I mean, if you've ever been, first of all, I take my grandma and her gals down to the casino, and the thing about gambling with those, each one of them has an entire pharmacy in their purse. All right, so I mean, you're ready to have some fun, and you got to be careful driving, because if you get pulled over, you got more drugs in that RAV4 than a Motley Crue tour bus. But when you get them there safely, and then you get to collect, a little pill tax. And I don't know if you guys have popped a Thursday, but if you pop grandma's Thursday, you're going to get thin blood and minor hallucinations. It's great. Just be careful. Okay. Don't go popping grandpa's Friday, because then you might be walking around the casino with a full deck, and that's not preferred. But anyways, yeah, no, it's fun. But gambling with your grandma, I mean, it's hard to find them. If you tried finding a senior citizen in a casino, good luck. I mean, they hide in the lights, and they only find you if they want to be found. So, no, but we go on a pretty regular basis. She calls me up, and, we got to go to the casino. On the way back, we take our winnings and we put it in the Powerball. So it's part of a larger investment portfolio that we have here.
Do you believe your grandma has a gambling problem?
Well, she doesn't say it's a problem at all, because she's using other people's money. And if you're investing other people's money, it's not a problem. Like I said, it's part of an overall investment strategy. Unfortunately, the other person's money is mine. And so I really need people to buy tickets when I come into town, you guys. I am in financial ruin, but I would appreciate that.
You can get tour dates and tickets by going to charlieberens.com. And I did mention, but I didn't say where, right? Parker Playhouse in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow night, and Tampa Theater December 5th. The special is Neighborly. It is out now, and the YouTube channel is at Charlie Berens. I'd like for you to rank for me these exclamations, if you don't mind, from the Midwest.
Sure.
However it is that you think the nastiest of the exclamations is versus the least nasty. So we will start with the nastiest, and I'll just give you 7 of them. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For crying out loud, Holy smokes. I don't know if you have a pen there, a hotel pen, because I'm going to give you a bunch of these. I'm going to put you to work here, yes. For crying out loud, holy smokes, hold your horses, heavens to Betsy.
Okay, like,
all
you
right,
can't
how
ask
is he
the guy
supposed to write it down?
Them down, and
So
then you go
fast.
even faster.
This is crazy.
Jeez.
I'm at heavens to Betsy.
He's a comedian. He's professionally fast.
Clearly
I'm like,
typing.
Oh my word! For Pete's sake, or for heaven's sake, you can rank these however you want. I'll give them to you again in a different order this time,
Maybe
just
backward?
to confuse you more. Yes, for heaven's sake, for Pete's sake, oh my word, heavens to Betsy, hold your horses, holy smokes, for crying out loud.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna. Most of these, if they're said with anger, they're coming from the Midwest dad, his point of view. So you got to kind of get in that phrase. So let me just try a couple of these on for size. For crying out loud, get your ass down. Okay, I feel like I got it. I got the tenor. Okay, so we're going with. Do we start? Is one like the most pissed off?
Actually, we'll give you fanfare so that we can get to the most pissed off. And thank you for playing along. So start with the least. This is the least angry a Midwest person is if they exclaim this at you.
Okay, it's going. Oh my word! Jeez. Did I win?
Well, that's you won.
We're going to lay out the fanfare. Just do your list.
Okay. No, I like that though. Oh my word. Okay. Heavens to Betsy. Hold. Okay, this one gets tough. For heaven's sakes, for Pete's sakes, hold your horses. Holy smokes. Holy smokes should have been lower. I screwed the pooch on that one. Don't worry about it. And then for crying out loud. But for crying out loud, that's a lead up. That's an introductory clause, and you're about to. That's like a 1-2 punch. That's the jab before the cross. All right.
Yeah, they go together. You got to put it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's where I would do it.
Congratulations. It's a hell of a list. I thank you for playing along because I made that more difficult than it had to be. I can be awkward that way.
No, that's okay. I think I made it more difficult too. And in that way, we relate and can connect. And, it's good we could connect over something here. And I'm sorry I got the niceness wrong on it. But we figured it out. See, I just made that awkward too. Look, connection.
Everybody likes you, don't they?
Well, I don't know. You're talking like my therapist right now. What's the next thing?
But I think likability is a part of your comedic charm, right? There is a skill involved to being a stand-up comedian that people root for, that people just simply like, and so you've gotten very good at it.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate that. Yeah, I hope people like me. I need that in my life, actually. That's part of being a people pleaser. We could talk all about that too. Actually, that's part of the bit. I won't go into it now. Let people be surprised, but yeah, I need people to like me. I love that.
What's the toughest part of the life?
Needing everyone to like you. Yeah, that's terrible, you guys. You walk around, you're like, who even am I? I don't know. Can I hold this door open for you? I know you're 50 feet away, but that's okay. I know you don't even want me to hold this door for you, but I'm going to keep holding it for you. Aside for that, the travel. Yeah.
What are the greatest perils involved with needing to be a people pleaser?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You kind of just find yourself doing very odd things. You're like, oh no, I'm not allergic to that. I got an EpiPen in my bag. I mean, I've gone to the hospital 4 different times, you guys, because I just couldn't pass up the peanuts, But it turns out they had trail mix too, but I didn't want them to feel like they weren't good peanuts, And that's a word you really got to enunciate properly, okay?
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, because otherwise you find yourself in a much weirder people-pleasing situation, and yeah, so.
You're bad at no? Are you bad? Do you find you have some difficulty with just saying to people no?
Can't say no. No. No, just saying it there. I mean, it gave me a pan. I got to say, if anything, yeah, no. So, there's a little, I might still do it, like I'd be like, no. You kind of just riff it until you see their eyes light up and you're like, I'm going to go with that answer.
He clearly can't with all the follow-up stands out.
Charlie, you might as well just cry for us because he's not going to stop till you start crying.
What are you
I love
talking
it. I love it. I mean, first of all, he doesn't know a guy from the Midwest. We haven't cried since the 80s when we were babies, man. Okay? We don't know what emotion is. We just shove it deep, deep down inside, and then we go bowling.
That's where
CharlieBerens.com is where you go for tour dates and tickets. The Lost and Found tour, you can see it live. Again, his YouTube channel, @CharlieBerens. Appreciate the time, Charlie. Thank you for stopping in. Unfortunate that I was not able to make you cry for the first time since the 80s. I appreciate your repressions, though.
Thank you. I appreciate you appreciating that. And you guys watch for deer, all right? They pop out of nowhere.
Are you going to leave now and continue to regret that cattle reference?
Yeah, I'm still regretting it. Thanks for bringing it back up. But I like that we're lingering. I'm comfortable here, too. This is the long Midwest goodbye. So I'm about to go get you a casserole, another casserole reference. I do have a quarter cow in my fridge, so I'd be happy to say. I got some back straps from a deer I got. But anyways, I'm lingering a little too long. I can feel it. I see your hands on your cheeks.
No, he said you sold it. You sold a ticket there. He's going to see your show. He just whispered me while you were talking. I've never related to someone more in my life.
Oh, the people pleasing, Charlie. I'll be there. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
And where are you from?
I live 5 minutes from where you're going to be performing at Parker Playhouse.
See, it's too close within the people-pleasing distance. You're like, well, I might as well walk.
That's exactly right. No, that's exactly right. I'm like, oh, I could ride my bike over there.
That's perfect. Yeah, and you save the environment. Look at that, another people-pleasing thing. Perfect.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it.
We got it, man. Yeah, we don't know who we are, but everyone else doesn't either. It's
that's
perfect.
right. People used to like me too until I joined this show.
You know, that's that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. But you got a great Henley on you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No one ever liked you.
Jeremy, what are you talking about?
The lingering continues. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. Good seeing you.
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. We'll see you guys. Be good now.
Nice driving. Nice driving. Nice driving.
Real good. Thank you.
Say hello to the family.
Get closer to the microphone.
Good job, Dad.
There.
You really.
Greg, I did want to ask you if you had any thoughts about the unceremonious, in the middle of the night dispensing of Chris Paul that the Clippers did, because I don't think this is the way that epic retirement tours are supposed to go at the end. You're with the Clippers. You've won 4 or 5 games this season. It's an old, terrible team. He was great last year. Chris Paul was not good. He was great last year at an advanced age, and in the middle of the night, the Clippers just sent him home. There has to be more to that story.
It's too terrible to imagine the mistreatment of an all-time great player. And something must have happened in the background that hasn't been reported yet. That's the only thing I can think of.
There are only 2 people in that sport that I can think of that have a really wonderful public image in terms of how they behave, but behind the scenes, people complain about some of their behavior, and it's Chris Paul and Doc Rivers. Those are the 2 guys that have a very different public image than the one that some people have opinions about in private.
I mean, he's on a retirement tour, all right? He announced that he's retiring a week ago. And they sent him home late at night while on an East Coast road trip. And they didn't waive him. They didn't trade him. They actually sent him home. So, I mean, I don't know if we'll ever find out. I hope that we do. But it's pretty obvious they didn't just do it on a whim. Something happened. Maybe it's, hey, there's a reason why we only have 5 wins this year, Ty Lue. You suck as a coach. Or once again, he doesn't get along with James Harden. He didn't get along with him at the end of their Houston time. There's something.
Time to throw away all journalistic credibility and get reckless. Here is something we like to call reckless speculation. You're good.
It's very obvious that something happened. He's not just some innocent dude who's sitting around, hey, Chris, we're sending you home. What?
But what does that even mean, though, sent him home? Like, they haven't cut him.
This is the new and unimproved Dan Le Batard show with the Stugotz. Gamble on by DraftKings.
Now's a good time to remember where tequila's story truly began. In 1795, Cuervo invented tequila.
Cuervo.
What are you doing here?
Cuervo. Anytime someone says Cuervo, I show up.
Well, I do know that to be true, but even during ad reads, like
Cuervo.
I think you could lay out, especially for one of our great partners.
Sweet, delicious Cuervo.
Since then, Cuervo has stayed true to its roots. The same family, the same land, the same passion.
Cuervo.
So, enjoy the tequila that started it all. Cuervo.
Cuervo.
The tequila that invented tequila. Proximo. Cuervo.com. Please drink responsibly.